Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It's been a few days since I've done a video. I know I haven't really been consistent. Life has gotten in the way and just, kind of in a stale patch right now. But I've been wanting to do this video for a few days. Again, haven't been able to, just from various differing events and, things that I have to do, like we all do in life. And this is a video dedicated to everybody's good friend, Matthew Street. Matt sent me a package, I guess it was sometime middle of last week, and filming this on the 17th, I believe, Tuesday. And I've had a chance to listen to these, with the exception of one of the three, but I know this album fairly well. But Matt did a video recently, a really great video about John Denver. Matt is a big fan of power pop. His channel is predominantly Beatles based, probably about 85% Beatles. But he also wants to take time to talk about his favorite power pop bands. So he talks a lot about groups like the Raspberries, Jellyfish. He talks about Cheap Trick. He talks about occasionally he's talked about the Monkees. I know they're not power pop, but you get it. He likes the 60s stuff. But Matt recently has done a couple of videos where he has dedicated the topic to singer-songwriters that he loves. He did a great video on Jim Croce, who I really like, and I've really gotten into his back catalog in the last year. I was able to see his son AJ Croce play back in March. Did a great concert. And Matt did another video talking about John Denver, who is Matt's favorite singer-songwriter, or at least American singer-songwriter, like in that 70s acoustic kind of vein, based on what Matt said in the video. And I was always raised on John Denver. My mom is a big John Denver fan. One of the bigger ones that I know. Growing up, we had this 2 CD compilation that we played all the time. It was Mom's. Had all the big hits, had a few minor hits and some deeper tracks, but it was a pretty extensive compilation. And I remember listening to it all the time. I think the second disc had a skip on it. That was always frustrating. But we still listen to it all the time. Mom still plays it. And Mom was raised on the John Denver, records in college. So she knew all the albums on vinyl. I think that was one of her big regrets, was she had an opportunity to see John Denver, but I believe, if I remember correctly, and Mom, forgive me, I believe it involved an ex-boyfriend who, wanted to go out. She kind of threw away John Denver at that point to go hang out with him and whoever else. And, he ended up not working out with my mom. And so she's like, I should have gone to John Denver instead. But I think that's how the story goes. But anyway, all that to say, Matt did a great video. I'll try to remember to link it below. And I commented, I was like, Matt, this is a great video. Matt knows I love singer-songwriters. And other than a couple of vinyl records that were given to me, I don't have anything from John Denver on CD, nothing. Actually two of these albums I had on vinyl, but didn't have them on CD. And I don't really, one of the albums I'm going to show, I don't listen to it, the vinyl, because my vinyl copy is very, very crackly. So I've listened to it once and I was like, that's enough from that one, just because of the quality was not great, of the actual, surface of the record. But anyway, all that to say, Matt was very generous. He texted me and he said, hey, I'm sending you 3 CDs. He's like, 2 of them should be there in the next couple of days. And he's like, the third one will be there the day after. And sure enough, a couple of days later, I got a package with 2 CDs in it, and then received the third package the following day. So this is what Matt sent me. Very generous. Love Matt. He is the reason that I have a YouTube channel. So if you're annoyed by me, blame Matt, because he's the reason that I'm, making videos. But Matt sent me this album right here, probably his best, I would say, in terms of just, song for song. This is Back Home Again, John Denver. That's him with his then wife, Annie, who he wrote the song Annie's Song about, which is on this album. I mean, some of these songs on here, good grief. Back Home Again, Grandma's Featherbed, Matthew, Thank God I'm a Country Boy, The Music Is You, which is a great little tune, Annie's Song, Sweet Surrender, This Old Guitar. Those are all on the same album. This album has 2 extra cuts. It's got an alternate take of Matthew and then an alternate of This Old Guitar. But no, I'm very, very happy. This is 1974, and hopefully next year we'll get a 50th anniversary, because I'll say that we just got a 50th anniversary of this. This is Rocky Mountain High. Came out in 1972, but I think the 50th just came out this year. It was a year late. I believe it was this year. Might be wrong, but this has, of course, Rocky Mountain High on it, one of his biggest songs. He does a version of Mother Nature's Son by the Beatles. Actually, that was the first time my mom ever heard that song. She didn't know it was a Beatles song until I was really getting into the Beatles. And she's like, "Oh, that's a Beatles song?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I know it from John Denver." Third song, he does a version of Paradise by John Prine. Really, really great. He kind of speeds it up a little bit more than John Prine. Goodbye Again is another fairly moderate hit. And then the last side of the record is the season suite, where he does summer, fall, winter, late winter, early spring, and then the spring. Just little 2-minute segments, 2 or 3 minute segments. So really, really cool. Thank you, Matt, for this. I love this album. And then he jumped ahead a few years and sent me this album from 1981. Some Days Are Diamond. I knew the title track. I didn't know anything else on here, but I really liked it. Especially the second song, Gravel on the Road. Country Love is pretty good. Sleeping Alone. But not a lot of originals on this. It's mostly outside writers, but John Denver does have a hand in Sleeping Alone, Country Love, and I think that's it. Yeah, so again, a little bit produced. This was released on CD in 1989, so I believe this is the original CD from 1989. But Matt, you're the best, man. Thank you so much. Everybody go subscribe to Matt. I'm sure you all have. He's got a huge channel. And yeah, let me know about your thoughts on John Denver. He doesn't really get a lot of love on YouTube. So make a John Denver video if you're so inclined for Matt. All right, y'all be good. Take care. Subscribe. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.